Good morning, everybody. I want to check up with you on Luigi Mangione, or as he is currently known as inmate 525035111. I don't actually know if that's his inmate number, but that's what the email says that this letter he sent is from. And it's written to some young nurse. And it's very nice. Hi Genevieve, thank you for reaching out. I'm writing in response to your letter from whatever. I had a fair holiday season and I'm doing just fine. It's interesting to hear that you're majoring in nursing, and I hope your courses are going well. Nurses truly deserve more respect in our healthcare system. My usual routine includes reading, eating lots of ramen, exercising, and spending time with my fellow brothers here. We have chess nights on Wednesdays, and it's a fun way to pass time together. It's great to know you're also a bookworm. I'm sorry to hear, and then it's, blanked out. I would recommend Self-Compassion, The Proven Power of Being Kind to Yourself by Christine Neff. This book was a great source of support for me during my freshman year of college. I understand the feeling of wanting to give up at times. Navigating young adulthood can be tough, but I believe we can all find our way through. I wish you the best of luck with your graduation next semester. You have a bright future ahead. Take care, Luigi. The thing that hits me the hardest about this letter is that he calls these inmates his fellow brothers. Now, they are there for different reasons than Luigi. Luigi is there because he thought he was doing something that's correct, but was criminal. He shot a man in the back. The rest of them, they weren't trying for anything noble. They weren't tricked into doing something that seems to be good, even though it isn't. But he's stuck there with them, and he has to consider them his brothers. And what that means is there's not gonna be any unity. There's not gonna be any real authentic brotherhood where he is at. If the relationships are tested ever, they will fall apart. And he's alone. Let's look at some of these comments that I saw. The way he calls his fellow inmates his brothers, I love this man. That was the bit that made me lose it. Just so tender, so real, so selfless. Like Luigi, all of these people are lost in the pattern of evil that I spoke about. These people are tricked really bad. Nothing you say will make me hate this man, you hear me. I'm not saying we should hate him. We should be sorry for him, that's what I think. The Rotten Mango episode about his case was so sad. I didn't know anything about him until I watched that. I hope he's able to get a fair trial. All the horrible media coverage is making that difficult. I don't know what this person is talking about, but I'm sure it doesn't matter at all because it has nothing to do with reality. Rotten Mango episode? This person is in prison because he shot a man in the back. What are you even talking about, man? I'm so glad this king gets to enjoy some chess nights. He's not a king, he's an inmate. If you cared about him at all, you would be feeling bad that he wasted his life like this. I've said it before and I've said it again. These are not the letters of a stone-cold killer or assassin. There is so little credible evidence against this man and a lot of questionable actions by police in arresting and pursuing him. I honestly don't say it at all. I'm not surprised that you don't see anything. You think this is a person that has nothing to do with the case and he just, does the things and says the things that Luigi Mangione says? You're just being dishonest. Yeah, I know he's not a stone-cold killer or assassin. He's somebody who threw his life away thinking he was doing something that's correct. This is a sad thing. He's a sad fellow. He wanted to be some kind of a hero. And the picture that exists in his mind, and only in his mind, is the only thing that he has, really. And then a bunch of liars on the internet being delusional as well. Like, look at the reality of it. Wow, I'm surprised he's able to comfort people who write to him even in his circumstances. At least he seems to be enjoying his time with his inmate, who is referring to brothers. LOL. At least this person understands that it's kind of funny. That he's calling these people who are there for, stealing, drugs, maybe violent things, calling them his brothers. Of course, it's kind of, well, it's not laughable if you care about Luigi. It really isn't laughable. But at least this person understands that there's something off about it. And yeah, he is comforting people. Some young girl sent him a letter and he wanted to comfort her. That makes sense. I think it also brings him comfort because that's kind of the only thing he has, really. The reality of it is that he's behind bars because he shot a man in the back. It's hard not to like this guy. The media wants us to. This is beyond sweet and feels genuine. Yeah. A lot of these comments come from this place that is completely truthless, that is just full of hatred and dishonesty. Media, like that's what they call it. This is part of the pattern of evil. You've made evil the thing that is dark, your light, and that's where you're drawing your words from that come out of your mouth. If you were instead somebody who cared about the truth and the light, you might say something like, it's terrible that this man, who seems to be good, at least from the letters that he writes, seems to care, he's empathic, maybe compassionate, that this person was so tricked by the media or whatever you wanna, say, that he threw his life away in this way. That would be something that somebody who doesn't reject the cornerstone would say. Like, that's the reality of it. But all these people, they've made they do everything they can to reject that cornerstone.